This is the swim analysis on 25th November 2023 of myself. This recording is running at a speed of 25%, which is 1/4 the speed. So let's take an outside view. The problem that I see here is that the hands while entering the water is not entering properly. If you can see, I'm just placing the hands on the water and it's actually not entering at an angle. Here you see the elbows are touching the water first and the palm is yet to touch. This works, may look good, but as soon as I increase my pace, it splashes a lot of water. Now let's look at the head position this time. Let's see how the head comes out of the water. I'm taking a breath every 3 strokes and the head is rotating too much. It's supposed to just rotate on the side where half of your goggles is inside the water and the remaining half is outside. And as you can see, that's probably because there are 3 strokes happening in every breath and I'm running out of breath and I'm spending a lot of time outside the water. Here, as you can see, I'm actually looking upwards into the sky, which is not a good posture. This causes the legs to go down. Now let's take a look at the front view. The hand is exiting pretty nicely, but the landing isn't as good. It's not going into the water as we saw in the previous video as well. The hands are just getting placed on the water, as you can see, and therefore there is a splash around the elbow. See, that's the splash around the elbow. This may not be prominent when you're swimming slow, but as I increase my speed, this causes a lot of splashing and thereby a lot of resistance. This is not an optimal way of entering your hands in the water. Now let's analyze under the water. Now here the hands are not bending as well as I wanted to be. I always felt that there wasn't high elbow rise, but if you see the video, the elbows are going down. Here you see this angle of the hand, the palm is bending, which is fine, but the elbow is supposed to remain a little more upwards, and so that there is a bend. What's really happening here is that as my hand is going down, I'm actually pushing the water down as opposed to really pulling the water, so the catch isn't so nice. So see, as till here is around more than 30 degrees and still the elbow hasn't bent as much as it should. It is only at this point that I'm actually pulling the water, and the elbow is supposed to be a little more higher for more efficiency. Okay, here what you see, because of the head is coming out of the water too much, the legs are going down, and let's see this. Let's see this position. As you see, the body is at an inclined, which is causing more resistance inside the water, and that means I have to figure out how to keep my head a little down or bring my legs a little more up than it currently is. Another look into inside the water. Here there is a intention to keep the elbows high, but it really isn't happening, and because of the head is coming up too much above the water, the legs are actually going down, so I'm not really in a nice streamlined position. As you can see, there's inclination. Ideally it should be straight so that it's more efficient and I can swim faster. The body roll, however, I'm quite happy with the body roll, or at least I do not know what's there to improve as of now. But there are far more important things to focus on before focusing on the body roll. I try to rotate from the hips, and I think it's working fine. The leg movements needs an improvement. The hands needs an improvement. Almost everything needs an improvement. So unless you do a video analysis, you really do not get a proper feedback, especially when you're swimming without a coach. That's all.